Good morning. Welcome to Monday Momentum. Today is your 90-day accountability check-in, and we're going to set some goals for the next 90 days for your subscription box business. If you're watching this morning, let me know that you're here. I've missed you guys. I was gone last week. I am back this week, so I'm excited to be here with you. Let me know where you're watching from this morning. I would love to say hi. But here's what I want you to do. Go ahead, grab your cup of coffee, get out a notebook because you're going to want to take some notes today. Because there's one thing that we can talk about things all day long, and you can come listen to the podcast, you can come watch Monday Momentum, you can be going through training lessons inside Launch Your Box, you can do all those things. But if we never take action, if we never implement those things, then we're not making progress in our business. So I'm going to check in with you guys on the last 90 days, and we're going to make some plans for the future 90 days right here today. Grab your coffee, grab your notebooks. I'm going to come over to the chat and say, good. Lexi's here. Good morning, Lexi. The team is here with me this morning. Good morning, team. Hey, Jen from Boca Raton. I love that. Upper Peninsula, Michigan. Is it cold there, Nikki? Tell me what the weather is. Good morning, everybody. Hey, Denise. Good morning, Andrea in Canada. Good morning, Jenna. Hey, Tara. Good morning, Christy from Oklahoma. Good morning, Ashley. Good morning, Stephanie. Y'all are coming in so fast. I can't click them fast enough. Good morning, Sandy. Good to see you here. Hi, Carolyn. How's Florida? Good morning, Rebecca. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Carrie. All right, so let's get started. Get your notebooks out because I want you to take notes. And here's the thing. I want you to be honest with yourself. We're going to have a reality check this morning. So I want you to be really honest with yourself as we go through this so that you understand where you're at and where we need to be going. Okay. So don't sugarcoat this. This is between you and you. This is not between you and me. This is between you and you. So don't sugarcoat this for anyone. Okay. So we're 90 days in to the year right now. We're 90 days in. Have we made the progress that we wanted to make in the first 90 days of this year with our business? And I want you to be honest with yourself. And when I was prepping this live, I went back to the 5 healthy habits for your subscription box business. I went back to that live, and my team has it. If you want to drop the link, you can go rewatch it on YouTube. And I just want to center ourselves back to that moment. That was from January 2nd. So it was right at the beginning of the new year. And I said, this year, we're going to take these 5 healthy habits and we're going to incorporate them into our business. And we're going to be really consistent with them. And we're going to make progress this year. So I'm going to go back to those 5 healthy habits right here today. And I want you to do an accountability check-in with me on those healthy habits. Okay. So let's start with the first one. Number 1 was your email marketing. When you look at the last 90 days, and I want you to write this down so you can do a little bit of research. You can go look at this when you get off this live with me this morning. When you look at your email marketing, have you been consistent with your email marketing for the last 90 days? Have you been consistently sending an email every single week about your subscription box? And it's a yes or no. Sometimes it's a few here and there. If it's not every week, it's a no. And I need you to be honest with yourself about that. We can't halfway do stuff, okay? So if we are not being consistent and sending out an email every single week about our subscription box, it's a no, okay? And I had the team grab another link this morning. It's another video you can find on YouTube about what to send weekly about your subscription box. Okay, so if you need help with that, the team has the link for that. You can find that on my YouTube channel. It's just weekly emails about your subscription box. And I think I have 5 different examples that you can use. Okay, so healthy habit number 1, email marketing. Have I been consistent the last 90 days with emailing my list every single week about my subscription box? Not about everything else going on, but about my subscription box. And if the answer is no, we have to focus on that. If the answer is yes, check that healthy habit off your list because you're rocking and rolling. And let's make sure we continue that in the next 90 days. Okay? Now, number 2 on the 5 healthy habits is social media. We got to get social with social media. Have you been consistently posting? Have you been posting more? Have you been showing up? Have you been doing videos? Like, what are we doing with our social media? And I give a lot of examples in that 5 Healthy Habits video if you need to go back and watch that. But I also, I had the team grab a blog that we published. It's like 10 post ideas for like before you start your business, because that's where a lot of you struggle. Before you're ready to sell your subscription, you don't know what to post. So we have a link to that if you need that. But if we're not talking about our subscription box all the time, every single day on our social media, we're not being consistent with it. And it's just a habit. It's a healthy habit that you need to get into. So have I been consistent the last 90 days with social media? Am I consistently posting every single day? And am I posting about my subscription box regularly? Yes or no? You don't have to tell me. I'm not grading your paper. I need you to tell yourself. Be honest with yourself. Yes or no? Yes, check that one off. We're building healthy habits. Let's keep continuing that into the next 90 days, okay? The team has posted this over on YouTube and on Facebook. So if you need some help with that, I have resources for you. And if you have launched your subscription box and you're still struggling with what to post, I have a whole training module inside Launch Your Box. It's called Subscription Box Social Media. It's like 30 different posts. You could use one of them every single day of the month if you needed to. And it's not salesy, okay? You don't have to show up and say, buy my thing, buy my thing, buy my thing. It's just putting it out there and being visible. And that's what social media is about. Are you going back and checking the comments? Are you going back and creating conversations? Are you engaging with that audience? That's what we need to focus on. And if you can really sit there and tell yourself, yes, I have been super consistent with my social media over the last 90 days, check that off. You're doing great. Let's keep it up for the next 90 days. Number 3 on those healthy habits was planning and curation. Tell me in the chat, how many months out are you with your subscription boxes right now planning? How many months out have you fully planned? Not, I have an idea, but I have fully planned. I know the product. I know the colors. I know the vendor. How many months out are you right now on planning and curation of your subscription box? Let me know in the chat. Just give me a number. I'm not judging. I'm not grading. I just want to see how far you're out right now. The goal is to be at least 3 months out, but I really want you to be 6 months out. Okay, so if this one we haven't nailed in the last 90 days to get 6 months out, I want you to make that a priority this week, is to sit down and say, okay, month 1, month 2, month 3, month 4, month 5, month 6. And that could look like April, May, June, July, August, September. Okay. What is your theme? What are the products that you have curated for them? Are they here? Do I need to order? I need you to write these out for 6 full months. Okay. We need to be planned out 6 full months. And we need to get out of the rat race of being behind all the time, because we get caught up in the day-to-day. And I think a lot of you, if you look back at your last 90 days, you'll probably be mad at yourself at how much of the day-to-day you get caught up in versus working on these healthy habits. And so if we can sit down and work on these 5 healthy habits intentionally, we won't get caught by the day-to-day grind every single day. Block them into our schedule. Make sure we're planning for these things. Make sure we're creating these healthy habits every single day. So if you're not 6 months planned, I want you to make that a goal this week, to sit down before April 1st and plan out 6 months from now. It's going to feel really good. Just get it planned out, write it down, map it out. Quit storing it in here so you have to keep remembering it. Do you know how much brain power it takes to keep remembering something instead of putting it down on paper, on a Trello board, on Asana, whatever your project management is? But if we keep storing it up here, we keep thinking about it. We keep using this bandwidth to keep remembering something instead of writing it out in a plan. Okay? So I want you to write it out. Put it in a notebook. Put it on your Trello board. Put it in the Notes app on your phone. It doesn't matter where you put it, but we got to release it from our brain so that our brain can focus on other things. 6 months, okay? So that was number 3. Let's review 1, 2, and 3 for anyone that joined us late. Email marketing, number 1. Are we being consistent? Are we emailing weekly about our subscription box? Number 2, social media. Have we been posting about our subscription box every single day? Are we being consistent with posting every day on social media? Are we being social and engaging on social media? Number 3, we just talked about planning and curation. 6 months. Okay. Lisa says, I'm on it. I'm going to open a new pack of sticky notes. Get your Post-it notes out and let's start planning this. Okay. It's going to help you. You're going to feel so much better and more relieved once you get this out of your head and onto paper. Number 4 is hiring. And that's something that not everyone is on the level that they need to hire yet. But when you are working on email marketing, when you're working on your social media, when you're working on planning and curation, and you think about where do I need help in my business, I want you to think about who that person is that you need to hire. And let's put a timeline on it. At some point this year, if you are actively working on growing your business, you're going to need to hire someone. So as you're working on these healthy habits, you're building these templates that you can hand off to someone that you hire. When you're sending out email marketing every week, that's a template you're creating. That's an SOP, a standard operating procedure that you're creating right now that you'll be able to hand over to someone else. Okay? When you're thinking about social media and you create your own template to post weekly, you're creating a process that you'll be able to hand over to someone else to do for you. All right. So I want you to think about that as you're doing these healthy habits. What am I creating that I could easily hand off to someone else at some point? It doesn't have to be in the next 90 days. It could be later on in the year, but we have to start thinking about that as we're doing our job so that we can build systems and processes for that potential hire. And if we do it now while we're doing it, then it's going to be easy to hire someone because you've already created the template, you've already created the job description, you've already created the process, and it's not like someone's having to come into your business and figure out what to do. You've already created it for them. Okay, so I want you to think about hiring. And then number 5, the one you all love to hate, is showing up for your audience. When you think about the last 90 days, can you pinpoint where you've shown up for your audience? I want you to think about it. Really gut check yourself. Have I been showing up or have I been behind the scenes in the daily grind avoiding it? Because, there's boxes to fold, there's boxes to pack, there's product to ship, there's all these other things that I can tell myself are more important than showing up for my audience. So when you look at the last 90 days, how have you shown up for your audience? I want you to write that down. If you're taking notes, write it down because I want you to go back and analyze it. Okay. It doesn't have to be a gut feeling. I want you to go back and analyze it. Okay. Month 1, 2, and 3, the last 90 days, did I do a live box reveal? Okay. Yes, I showed up for my audience. Have I gone live other than that? Have I been doing short videos? Have I been putting myself out there enough? Okay. Have I told them a little bit about my life this week? What I'm cooking for dinner, where I'm going, what I'm doing? Have I let them in to connect with me this week or the last 90 days? How have I shown them who I am over the last 90 days to build that connection, that know, like, and trust factor? That's what I want you to ask yourself. And just pull up your Facebook page, pull up your Instagram page, pull up whatever social media that you use. And I want you to look at how have I shown up for my audience? That could be in video. That could be personally, shared some personal things in a positive way. Like, how have you shown up? So I want you to look and give yourself an accountability check on these 5 things for the past 90 days. And I don't want you to just listen to me and be like, yeah, I could have done better. I want you to actually look at these things. Take the email marketing and go look in your email system and see, did I send 4 emails every month for the last 3 months? Go look at your social media. Do I have gaps in posting? Am I talking about my subscription box enough? We think we talk about it all the time, but if you actually go look in reality, there will be days and you will not say anything about your subscription box. We have to talk about it every day in a different way. Planning and curation. Am I wondering what the heck I'm going to put in my April box right now? If that is you, we got to stop that. We should have April, May, June, and July already like off the table. We shouldn't be thinking about those right now. So we need to get that going. Hiring, what's the next right thing? And what am I doing now to prepare myself to hire in the future? And then let's show up, like today. What y'all don't know is I had surgery 10 days ago. Wasn't sure if I was going to be able to show up today, but I'm here because 1, I miss y'all. 2, I'm up and I feel great today, and that allows me to show up. And so I want you to really check yourself on how much you've been showing up for people, for your audience. Go back and look. If you can give yourself some accountability on these 5 things for the last 90 days, and then make yourself a plan for the next 90 days, you're going to keep moving forward. Because the next 90 days, at the end of those next 90 days, we're 6 months into the year. We can't let months and months go by without making progress, or we're going to be in the exact same place at the end of this year as we were last year. And we're not doing that. We're not doing that this year. So I'm here to hold you accountable and to help you make progress. So let's build some momentum into our week and let's get going. It's good to see you guys here. I'll be seeing you in the groups later this week inside Launch Your Box and Scale Your Box. It's good to be back. I'll talk to you guys soon.